Rich,
Yeah.
if we could wheel you, let's say, like in the Vancouver Canucks locker room, where they've had these issues and this turmoil and seems to be a little bit soft, and they gave you the floor in the room, what would you say?
Give me 3 hours a week with those guys, and they'll be weapons. They'll be the best warriors on the ice and completely focused. There'll be no distractions from women whatsoever. I'd have them squared away fast.
What would you say if we sat you down with the GM and you told them this and say, okay, we like that, but what are we going to do with the media backlash when they find out that this is what we're embracing?
Well, they got to be prepared to just look the other way. Like, who cares about the critics,
You want a Stanley
right?
Cup, or do you want what's that nerd in Edmonton criticizing you every single week, asking why you're pissy?
Are you winning games? Are you bringing home championships? Again, the loudest boos always come from the cheap seats. Let them criticize you for your policies. Let them do whatever they want. But if you're putting eyeballs on the game and winning games, nothing else matters. That's
Rich,
the way that war used to be. It was at any cost necessary. That's how you win the game. So, when you hear, what I love about MMA now is you see a lot of these fighters and they'll give them the microphone and they'll sit there and they'll overtly make convictions about things that they believe true, and they don't care what the media says. I mean, you saw that when Sean Strickland came to Toronto and was criticizing Trudeau and the transgender policy and all that sort of stuff. Let them say what they want to say. Very simple. If you don't like it, turn it off. Don't watch it.
you think there's some correlation to it with? I've noticed in the media and especially with creating people that are more built, they look more physically intimidating, they eat well, they train, they take care of themselves. There's usually some type of association with those people think more like this as opposed to the softer spare tire shaped people, a lot more complaining, a lot more booze from Roe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of scientific data, behind that. Like more successful, high testosterone warriors are always less agreeable. They don't care what other people think. They just do what they know needs to be done, and they'll do it while they're being booed along the way, sort of thing. That's just the way that it is. There was an interesting, study that they did with, since we talked about it earlier, Porsche, where they gave guys a Toyota Camry and they drove that for 20 minutes and they were measuring their testosterone and their blood serum. Then they put them in a Porsche for 20 minutes and their testosterone level spikes, right? So being successful, winning, competing, doing interesting things, being at a top level is going to raise your drive, your testosterone, your ability to sort of like push through adversarial type of conditions. And some people won't like that. I mean, you hear this term today, toxic masculinity. Oh, he's toxically masculine. Sure. But when you need the firefighter to haul some bodies out of a burning building, a toxically masculine man works very, very well. I remember when there was the fires in California, there was a video that somebody forwarded over to me, and there was a female firefighter that could barely pick up a 70-pound dog to carry it away from the flames. And it's
Hey, if
like,
you enjoyed what you just saw, we do new clips every single day, twice a day on the Clips channel. You see clips right here. And beside Dave's crotch, we have a full-length show every single Sunday, right by my hand.
Click right here.